Amazing space photos of the week. 1. Hubble captures brilliant star death in rotten egg nebula. The Lobster Nebula is a spectacular example of the death of a low-mass star like the Sun. This image taken by the NASA ESA Hubble Space Telescope shows the star going through a rapid transformation from a red giant to a planetary nebula, during which it blows its outer layers of gas and dust out into the surrounding space. The recently ejected material is spat out in opposite directions with immense speed. The gas shown in yellow is moving close to 1 million kilometers per hour. Astronomers rarely capture a star in this phase of its evolution because it occurs within the blink of an eye, in astronomical terms. Over the next 1,000 years the nebula is expected to evolve into a fully fledged planetary nebula. The nebula is also known as the Rotten Egg Nebula because it contains a lot of sulfur, an element that, when combined with other elements, smells like a rotten egg, but luckily, it resides over 5,000 light-years away in the constellation of Puppies. 2. The Cat's Paw and Lobster Nebulae. This spectacular image from the VLT Survey Telescope shows the Cat's Paw Nebula, NGC 6334, upper right, and the Lobster Nebula, NGC 6357, lower left. These dramatic objects are regions of active star formation where the hot young stars are causing the surrounding hydrogen gas to glow red. The very rich field of view also includes dark clouds of dust. With around 2 billion pixels, this is one of the largest images ever released by ESO. 3. Jupiter polar haze in false color. This false color view of Jupiter's polar haze was created by citizen scientist Gerald H. Stat using data from the JunoCam instrument on NASA's Juno spacecraft. The image was taken on December 11, 2016, when the spacecraft was 459,000 kilometers from Jupiter on the outbound leg of its third close flyby. This image is composited from 4 images taken through different filters: red, green, blue and methane. When the near-infrared methane image is processed with the others, the result is a false color product that highlights high clouds and high-altitude hazes. The Great Red Spot and Oval BA, just below the Great Red Spot, are high in Jupiter's atmosphere, thus bright in this picture. The high-altitude haze layer over the South Pole partially obscures our view of the storms below. By combining the methane data with the visible light images, we can learn about the vertical structure of Jupiter's atmosphere. 4. Close views show Saturn's rings in unprecedented detail. This Cassini image features a density wave in Saturn's A-ring, at left, that lies around 134,500 kilometers from Saturn. Density waves are accumulations of particles at certain distances from the planet. This feature is filled with clumpy perturbations, which researchers informally refer to as straw. The wave itself is created by the gravity of the moons Janus and Epimetheus, which share the same orbit around Saturn. Elsewhere, the scene is dominated by wakes from a recent pass of the ring moon Pan. 5. Raining rocks. Impact ejecta is material that is thrown up and out of the surface of a planet as a result of the impact of a meteorite, asteroid or comet. The material that was originally beneath the surface of the planet then rains down onto the environs of the newly formed impact crater. Some of this material is deposited close to the crater, folding over itself to form the crater rim, visible here as a yellowish ring. Other material is ejected faster and falls down further from the crater rim, creating 2 types of ejecta: a continuous ejecta blanket and discontinuous ejecta. Both are shown in this image. The blocky area at the center of the image close to the yellowish crater rim is the continuous ejecta. The discontinuous ejecta is further from the crater rim, streaking away from the crater like spokes on a bicycle. 6. Highlights from the ST image of Cat's Paw and Lobster Nebulae. This montage shows a few of the highlights from a spectacular image from the VLT Survey Telescope showing the Cat's Paw Nebula, NGC 6334, and the Lobster Nebula, NGC 6357. This part of the sky contains active regions of star formation where hot young stars make their surrounding clouds of hydrogen glow with a characteristic red color. There are also clouds of dark dust in this rich celestial landscape. 7. Dunes in northern summer. This dune field formed near the base of the North Polar Cap. Dunes require a source of loose particulate material to form. The source of the northern dune fields around the polar cap may be from the layers of dusty ice that are eroded by strong polar winds. This image was taken during the Martian northern summer, so there is no frost present on the dunes. The dunes closest to the base of the polar cap are long and parallel, indicating strong winds from the direction of the cap. As they get farther away from the polar cap, they start to form more crescent-shaped dunes, called Barchan dunes. Repeated observations by high-rise of dunes like these show measurable changes in some locations. This discovery adds to the growing evidence that there are active processes happening all over the surface of Mars today.